Namaste, my dear friends, my dear gods and my dear masters. For the past few days, we have been looking into multiple spiritual laws. We looked into law of request, law of attraction, law of resistance. Today, we are going to look into one of my favorite topics, law of reflection. Let us look deep into this law. The law of reflection is all about observing yourselves. The reflection state that the outer world is a reflection of our inner world. If four people meet one guy, and if you ask all the four people, what did you see in that person? The four people will give different answers. There may be certain common things, but all the four will be different. Because what you are seeing is what you are inside. And that's reflection. And all the situation outside us is also a reflection of our inner world. It can be people, it can be a place, it can be a situation, it can be a circumstance. I did exercise once with a group of 20 people. I asked each one of them, it was a very huge group. I asked each one of them to look into anybody and point out what's so negative about them. Trust me, 19 people spoke something negative about someone, except one girl. She said, everybody is beautiful, everything is good. I said, are you speaking truth? She said, yes. I said, how is it possible? She said, no, I'm able to see only good things in others. And after that exercise, many realized that what they are seeing and why this girl did not see any negative is because her inner world is so pure. Her inner world is full of positivity, and she decided to see only positive in others. Why? Because what you see also grows inside you. What is inside you, you see that, and what you see also grows inside you. What a beautiful law. That's why it's favorite for me. It's the mirror of our characteristics. Our eyes look into certain characteristics because those characteristics is inside us, my dear friends. Very hard to digest, very hard to accept, because for the mind, truth is bitter. But for the soul, truth is honey. It's a reflection. When I see others, all that I see is what is their purpose of life and where they are stuck and what I can contribute so that they can move forward in their life. That's all I see in everybody. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't care from where did they come, what is their past, what religion, what gender, what age. And every time I see a person, I see whether I'm looking into any characteristics. Am I looking into anything else? It's a test I put to myself. Law of reflection is one of the beautiful tools if you properly use for your self-improvement, the soul growth, and also the personal growth. Always, always, always check yourself like as if you are in front of a mirror. Your thoughts, your feelings, your words, your actions, everything you have to carefully observe like a mirror in front of you. The more you are aware about your own total self, you can correct it. And everything will happen with awareness. And if you want to change anything, first you have to change. If your life wants to change, you have to change. If the outside wants some change, the inside has to change because the outside is a reflection of your inner. If you meet a negative person, if there is 99% of negativity inside him, it is very common and easy for everybody to point out negative. But are you able to see that 1% light? And are you able to only see that 1% light, positive, ignoring 99%? If you can achieve that, you will be the very few handpicked people in the whole earth. Have that as a goal. Then you will not have any restrictions. Like yesterday we discussed resistance. We will not have any resistance because you are open to everybody, because you have control on what you are going to see, what you are going to attract. Law of reflection has two things. One, how we see others. Two, how we see ourselves. Three, how we see situations. Four, how we see people or the places. Always understand our life is our responsibility. If you want to change anything outside, you change inside. If you want somebody to change, you check whether those characteristics are right inside you. Like the famous example of Mahatma Gandhi ji. For people who don't know that story, let me again tell you. It's always great to remember great things. A lady brings her kid to Mahatma Gandhi ji and says, Papu, they call him as Papu, kindly advise my kid not to eat too much of sugar. He said, come after 2-3 days. The parent did the same, and after 2-3 days, Gandhiji said, Papu said, stop eating too much of sugar. And the kid listens. The mother asks the same thing you could have told 2-3 days ago. Why did you ask me to come back again to tell this? He said, first I need to change. I need to stop eating. Then I can advise. He could have simply said, hey, stop eating. But if you want others to change, first the change has to come within us. What a great soul. What a great story. Simple stories, but it teaches us a lot of great things. And again, reflection is not about what we see in others, but how we respond. Are we responding or are we reacting? Reacting is out of mind. A response, responding to what we see, needs great common sense, great spiritual power. I always do introspection after every day, after every interview, after every meeting, after every session. I always do a great level of introspection. That is the secret of my growth. If somebody speaks about negative, when they speak or give YouTube comments scolding me, I never take it anything personally. I never take it emotionally. I never scold them. All that I see is whatever they write, is there any truth in it? Is there any characteristics what they speak inside me? I will just take it as a self-check. And if it is nothing is there, then I thank them. Thanks for giving me opportunity to check. And if something is there, then I really feel good. Thanks for pointing out. I can correct myself. Because at the end of the day, what matters to me is the growth, the correction, the better version of what we are. We can heal and grow when we look outside world as a mirror. If you can see yourself everywhere, you can heal and grow. The biggest problem is we see everybody, but we fail to see ourselves. We speak about everybody, but we don't know what we speak. It's a great challenge. This one characteristics, law of reflection, if you can take it and implement in life, you will not waste a single thought, single emotion, or single ounce of energy, because everywhere you will see yourself. There is no complaint, there is no judgment, there is no guilt, there is only area of improvements. And you can understand people better, my dear friends. The relationship between you and others will enormously change. Every person you meet, every new person I meet, I will be totally there 100%, because they are our teachers. They teach something to you. Even if a student comes and listens very carefully what you speak, he is also teaching, hey, look at me. How well am I listening? It's a mirror. Everybody is a teacher. My cousin came, my nephew came yesterday. He was with me, sitting next to me, looking at everything I'm doing, how I'm preparing for the sessions, what resources I use, how much technology I use to teach meditation to the world. Though he's from computers background, he's just a student, engineering student. He was keenly observing everything. It's a very pure soul. And today, first time we meditated, and he promised me not to eat egg anymore. I told him about vegetarianism. And the whole day he was with me in the office. And he said, not even a moment he got bored. That was the greatest compliment I got, because around me there are always works. People will always run around me. I will never make anybody sit calm. If they sit, they have to sit in meditation. Otherwise, get up, keep running, do something. The whole day when I was with him, all that I observed is how sincere he is, how dedicated, and how thirsty he is to learn. I could have observed many more things. Everybody has negativity inside them. Wherever there is light, there is negativity. But what you are looking will grow inside you. And what you don't look will pacify, it will die. This law also helps us to understand that everybody is one and the same. One master asked me, after my trip of Malaysia is over, in the airport, she asked me, sir, if you don't mind, can I ask you something? I said, yes. She said, you are very friendly. You are shaking hands with everybody. If somebody asks to hug, you are hugging. You are not drawing any boundaries. You are not trying to protect you. But I have seen other masters protecting themselves, maintaining distance. She asked me, whether all our karmas also comes to you. She's little concerned. I said, who am I to protect myself? If the whole nature is with me, if the whole new universe is with me, should I use my little mind, small mind to protect myself? And I take an opportunity to learn from everybody. When she was driving the car, I was enjoying the drive. I'm looking at how well she's driving, how conscious she is, how focused she is. In the initial days of my meditation, I faced one problem because of many people's misguidance. I started seeing as I'm a meditator, they are not meditators. I'm a vegetarian, they are non-vegetarian. These kind of little discrepancies started popping up in my initial years of meditation. But later, I understood it is not mine. It was planted. Then I removed. When I removed, I started connecting with everybody. How will the originality will change? Yes, few things comes and goes, but being open and being available to everybody is what the nature does. The same nature is giving air, food, water to everybody without any discrimination. And who are us? Who am I? And to discriminate with my small mind, differentiate people and keep them far. That is not right. Law of reflection allows you to develop great compassion. It will allow you to understand others. The more you connect with others, you can understand. I understand everybody better. That's why I'm able to guide better. And unless until you don't have that compassion, my compassion is my passion to help others, not doing their homework, not removing their karma, but to guide them where they are stuck, to guide them how they can progress. Guide is needed for everybody at every level. I'll tell you a small story. With that, we can conclude the session. It's about a stone cutter. Last 3 days after the sessions, I was thinking why I did not add a story to all the laws. It would give a deeper understanding about every law. So today I am starting with the law of reflection. There was a stone cutter. He had a very big, strong weapons, axes. He used to cut the stones every day, tiringly. And he makes little money out of it. He was living. One day he saw a businessman going in a bullock cart. The moment he saw that rich man, he thought, hey, I am doing all the hard work, doing the stone cutting, but this fellow is rich. He has a lot of jewelry. He's doing good business. I want to be like him. And sooner, this stone cutter became a merchant. He started earning a lot of money. He started going to many places. And this merchant, once a stone cutter, looked at a king. And then he thought, oh, this king life is much more greater. He has a big palace. He had a lot of people at his command. A lot of power. I want to become a king. It reflected. Sooner, he became a king. And once he was coming out, the sun was so strong, scorching heat. He couldn't bear. Then he looked at the sun and said, the sun is more powerful than the king. I want to become the sun. He reflected and he became the sun. And he was pouring the heat everywhere. But suddenly he saw a small cloud came in between. He couldn't send the rays. Then he thought, the cloud is so powerful. I want to become the cloud. Then he became the cloud and he was obstructing the sun. A breeze came and the cloud started moving. Then he looked at the breeze and said, oh, the breeze can move the clouds. I want to become the breeze. Then he became the breeze. He was pushing all the trees. He was pushing everything. But when he tried to push the stone is not moving. Then he looked at it and said, oh, the stone is much more stronger. I want to become the stone. Then he became the stone. He said, now I am the strongest. Then a stone cutter came, gave a hit, the stone broke. Then again he thought, I want to be again a stone cutter. What a beautiful story on law of reflection. Big cycle. We never accept what we are. We always want something. Such a beautiful story on law of reflection. What we see outside are those characteristics inside us. Always reflect like a mirror so that we can change for the betterment. Thank you, my dear friends.